So cracker time. So I've already put all the ingredients in the bowl because of the fact I have to use the same camera and I'm trying to do two things at one time. So I'm making the cookies, they're in the fridge, and now I'm going to make, first I'm going to do is the rosemary crackers, because the rosemary crackers I love. I purchased them, they're like $6 for a small container, and this cost me $3. So I got two of these for like five something, right? So this is like basically $2. The flour, I mean, it doesn't cost a lot, right? So in the bowl, I put 1 1/4 cup of white flour. And then I've purchased chickpea flour. And so I put 1/2 cup of chickpea flour in. Then I put 1 level teaspoon of baking powder. 1 level teaspoon of baking powder. Then I put a 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So 3/4 teaspoon of salt, three of these. Now, all you have to do is add your spices or your herbs, whatever it is you want. I'm going to be adding rosemary. Okay, so rosemary leaves. I think that's what they did, but I might just crush them up a little bit more. But so yeah, so so I'm just gonna put some of them in. That's it. Then I'm going to mix it all up. I might put a little bit more rosemary in, just because I like it a little bit stronger. I'm a little worried about it being so, but I hope they cook anyway. They're good. They're good. Okay, so then you put in your fluids, and what I use extra virgin olive oil, and so extra virgin olive oil and water. You put in 1/3 of the olive oil. I'm going to scrape it all out because this stuff is expensive. Everything is expensive. Okay, and then 1/2 cup of water. So 1/2 cup of water. And then you're just going to stir it up, mix it up, roll it in a ball, and do the same thing that I did with my cookie dough, and put it in the fridge and let it sit. And normally they say to let it sit for like overnight, but I don't. I'm just going to put it in there for like maybe a couple of hours, long enough to have a coffee and watch a show. So that's about it. But this is going to be rosemary crackers. And the reason I'm making rosemary is because I found that the crackers I made the other day with all the spices, they're very rich, and they're good with hummus. They're wonderful with hummus, but they're very rich. And so, I want something simple. I want something simple to have with my soup tomorrow. And that's where I'm going to put a little bit more flour in here, I think, so I can get it to stick. Yeah. And then what I'll do after I put the cracker dough in, just like I did with the video the other day, I am going to roll it out. Only this time I have a rolling pin. So I'm going to use my rolling pin and roll it out. I think it was $4. I paid $4 at the dollar store to get a rolling pin. Now I had one, but I think I gave it away. I think I gave it to my daughter, to be honest with you. That's one of the things you give away, and then you think, oh, geez, I could use that, right? Yeah. So, but so basically that's it. That's how you make crackers. Now, I want to learn how to make sourdough crackers. And I did send a message to Whispering Willow Farm because I watch her channel religiously. In fact, that's where I learn a lot of my stuff. And so I'm hoping that she does a video on how she makes the sourdough crackers. Now, I do make sourdough bread. I do make sourdough bread, but it's quite a process for me. So, I don't do it all the time, but crackers I can do a lot because they don't take as much time. And I eat a lot of crackers. I eat a lot of hummus. I buy chickpeas, and I've been trying to make my own hummus, but there is one ingredient that I can't seem to find, and it's kind of like a tangy taste. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll have to look it up, but I'm having a heck of a time, right? Just like ashwagandha, I'm having a hard time to find ashwagandha anywhere. I mean, there's so many rules and restrictions on things that you purchase now. Like the East Indian lady that I buy the ashwagandha from, she says that they're just not getting it. She's tried to order it, and what she's going to do is she's going to order from another company. Now it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you know what? I'm willing to do that. So it won't be that much. I mean, it was only $3 for a package of ashwagandha that was like this big. And it was a powder. So, you know, they have a lot of good stuff in their store. They have hair oils and like neem soap. Just wonderful products. They have wonderful products. And if you ever seen an East Indian woman's hair, oh my goodness, they have hair. Their hair is like absolutely beautiful. I don't like that light going in my eyes like that. Anyhow, they have beautiful hair. It's not frizzy. It's like thick and luscious and black. Like, it's just beautiful. They have beautiful hair, and I'm thinking it's coming from whatever it is that they're eating. And they do use a lot of olive oil in their cooking. The East Indian lady was actually going to start a cooking class. She's going to start a cooking class to teach how to cook East Indian food, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to sign up, because I'll tell you, my neighbors are East Indian, and their food, when they cook their suppers, I could stand at the door and just smell it because it's amazing. Yeah, I'm not real keen on curry, but I love the other things. Yeah, I love the other foods. Okay, so that's that, and we're going to put that on a plate, and we're going to put that in the fridge for a couple of hours. And then we're going to have my crackers. I might make 2 batches of this because this was, I went through this very fast. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so that's 2 of my things down for the count. And so now I'm going to make the other crackers with the Italian spice. I'm going to make. So I just wanted to show you, if you wanted to be creative. Sorry, I can't see it. If you wanted to be creative, okay? So this is the Italian spice crackers. So what I did is normally I just roll it out, and I put it in the oven. But today I cut the edges off and made it a little bit neater. Okay, so I cut the edges off, but I'm still going to cook these. I'm just going to try to have it so that it's, you know, more rectangular, and what you can even do is you can score it. So I did that with these ones. So you could basically cut, take your knife and you could lightly cut, like make a ridge in the crackers so that when they cook and you go to break them, right, they will go in nice, even pieces. So you can, you know, you can be as fancy as you want, or you can be just like I was the first time, right? So, but yeah, so you can basically score them, or you can cut them right open. But I'm going to score these to show you. Well, one of them was scored. Try. And then you just score them down the middle. You don't have to cut them right through, but if you do, it doesn't matter, right? But, so that's what you can do. You score them, and then you put them in the oven, and they either come apart in that big piece, or you can break them because they've been scored, right? So it just makes it simpler. It makes it easier. These ones here, I cut them off the edge. I'm just going to lay them on the paper, and I'm going to cook them as they are. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The last time when I made these ones, these are the tree bark. I call them tree bark crackers, and they are amazing with hummus. However, these were made with baking soda. These crackers that I'm making today are with baking powder, the right recipe, but even the wrong recipe tastes good. So, but these are good with hummus, so you don't have to crack them perfect, right? So that was that, and this is going to be my crackers. Now I have some in the oven, and they're far from done, but I made, I roll it out rectangular and then I put it in and then I'm just going to break it. But these ones here I've scored to see how they turn out. Now if I'm going to make animal crackers for Christmas or for holidays, right, and I'm going to give it as a gift, I'm going to go get the cookie cutters. But I could also make it like this. I could make them mini bites. I could make them smaller. I could make them bigger. I could make a massive cookie or a massive cracker, right? So you can be very creative with the cracker recipe that I have used, and it's posted in, I believe, the last video I did, and I'll try to post it down below also so that you can get the recipe. But it's simple. All you got to do is the only thing you need is spices and flour, basically. So I've got a little bit more that I have to roll out. My rolling pin is working great. So this is going to be going in the oven next, and then I'll show you how they turn out. I'll be back.